I'm filming another video just in case. I don't know if the video I took is gonna convert well, so I wanted to just come on. I am about to go to my ATV tour site. I was looking for an ATM, couldn't find one, but I'm sure my tour guide can help me out with that. Now I'm just kind of walking the streets. I'll show you the cobblestone in another video. That's actually what they drive on out here. So I just crossed the street, thought I was gonna get hit, but I didn't. So I'm just checking out some of the cafes, looking like a tourist on my smartphone here. But I'm coming across some really nice churches, so I'm gonna try to pan the camera on those buildings as I continue to walk. And I don't want to miss my tour, so I'm trying to keep up with that as well. I just saw the policia, which was cool. It looked very casual. It's a bakery, you have to come in here. The streets are here's the cobblestone that everybody drives on. Whoa. And some really cool shots here. There's some people behind me. Excuse me. Trying not to get hit, letting people pass. But I just came from all the way down there. Now I'm actually approaching my hotel. There's a market right by my hotel, so that's good to know in case I want to get some snacks. So this is cool. It's a clinic here. See, I think this might be where, sorry, I think this might be where I would go to get my COVID test possibly. I have to check to see that. It's a lot of motorcyclists. A lot of motorcyclists out here. So I think I'm approaching, yep, so there's my hotel, back of my hotel. It's actually the room to the left. It's actually mine. Here's my tour. I did not plan that. It just happened. So this is where the site I had to go to for the tour. I've never done an ATV before, so I'm actually kind of nervous. I'll let you guys know how the tour goes. We're waiting on another person, so I'm just gonna get some more shots. But here are the ATVs. So hopefully I get a red one. I'm a little scared though, because the way these people are driving out here. Makes me a little worried. Getting some shots, action shots. So yeah, this is pretty different than what I'm used to. There's an English school. It's pretty cool. Maybe I can come and get a job here.
Everything. But you know, you can. Nice. You know, later you can edit your video, so don't worry about it. Oh.
All three of them down.
Yeah, I move.
Hi you guys, it's me again. I'm gonna try to do a quick video. There's a glare. Ooh, there's a couple glares in the shot here, so I'm gonna try to move around. I think that's a little better. Might have to get the pretty pretty wall out the shot there. That's a little, the light's a little better. I've been trying to use my tripod and all that stuff more, but it's just not working right now. So I'm just gonna try to keep it simple right now. But I wanted to just I'm gonna keep this video quick because I have some tacos to eat, so before they get too cold. But I did just want to come on and give you guys a review of my ATV tour. It was amazing. I started I got to the place at 9 o'clock, and it's true. The actual site for the ATV tour was right across from my hotel. Like literally, like I walked out the door of my hotel and I could get to the ATV tour. So I actually would have ridden the long way at first, but like it's literally like right across the street. God works in mysterious ways, as we know. Yeah. So got there. The tour guide was awesome. And I want to say it's Simone Tours and Rentals. SIMOON Tours and Rentals. Simone. But my tour guide, his name was Daryl. And there was another person with him. And there was another guy doing a different tour. But Daryl was phenomenal. He was knowledgeable about everywhere we went. So yeah, so I'm gonna get back to that. But Simone Tours and Rentals, if you ever come to Antigua Guatemala, please look them up. I actually booked on TripAdvisor, but you can actually just come here and find them. I'll try to post information about them, but I would definitely use them again. But Daryl was awesome. So anyway, so I got there. I was on early. He asked me to be there. They asked me to be there like 15 minutes early. I was there on time. And so I'm standing there. I see another guy. He's like a young guy, in like early 20s, I could tell. So I'm like looking around and all that. And we were waiting on some other people, and they hadn't showed up. So our tour guide, Daryl, was like, we're just going to go ahead. And so while we were waiting, I asked the young man, I said, where are you from? And he said he was from Chicago. I was like, are you serious? So that was interesting. He said he got in yesterday as well, on a different flight. And come to find out, like through the tour, I found out he said he was a teacher, a social studies teacher. So that was really, really cool. Just shows you how, God puts people in certain places, not necessarily like for dramatic reasons, but just like cool things. Anyway, so okay, so at first I was worried about the ATV. I was like, maybe I'll just ride with someone because I could have had the option to ride with my tour guide. But I was like, nope, girl, you better get on that ATV. So we got on the ATVs and we had to walk to another area a few blocks down. So we went walking. Finally, we get there. Mind you, we have to drive on the cobblestone. So, we start. He goes over how to actually work it. I've never rode an ATV. The young man who was there, he never rode an ATV. So, he was showing us everything, and I was like, "Oh, I need to pay attention." And so I got out there and I did it. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. We went all around Antigua, like through Antigua with all the cobblestone. Then we went out further away from like the outskirts basically, because we had like it was amazing. So we went out in the outskirts. After getting through all the cobblestone, I don't even know how many miles it was. Oh my God, it was long. So we ended up, our first stop was the coffee place. And it was, so here's another way that God works in crazy ways. So I wanted to do a coffee tour. And no, I kind of wanted to do a coffee tour. I wanted to do a chocolate tour, a chocolate making tour, not make it, but see everybody making it. And then I wanted to get some, I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Oh, I'm going to pronounce it wrong. It's a dish. It's a pollo, a chicken dish. I want to say pepina. I'll try to edit it in the video somehow. I wanted to do so many things. I wanted to go to Hobbitenango, I believe it's called. But I was like, there's no time. So why on this ATV tour? Our first stop was actually the chocolate store, right? So I don't think this was the museum exactly, but it was another place, and like they showed you how they made the chocolate from the beans. Oh my God, it was great. It smelled wonderful. So I did buy some chocolate, and then the place next to it, we did some wine tasting. So there's like a little wine store right by it, a little wine shop. So I bought some tea. They had tea, coffee, and wine. I bought some tea from there. And so we got back on the ATV, and it was nice. We took pictures and all that. Got back on the ATVs, and we rode out some more. No cobblestone this time. But we were at this point headed to the mountain. So I'm like inside freaking out, like, oh God, please, Lord, don't let me fall off this ATV and die in Guatemala on an ATV. And so I was getting the hang of it. Like, I was like, okay, this, I was going slow at times. And I know the other guy, so Daryl, the main tour guide, was in front of us, and then it was the young man, then it was me, and then it was the other tour guide. I was like, bless this man's heart, because I'm going so slow. But let me see, try to get some good lighting here. I think that's better. I was getting my bearings right. I was figuring it out. So we start to go up. So he let us know that we were not going to. There we go. We were not going to do the entire mountain with the ATVs. The Lord Jesus, right? So at a certain point, we were going to get on this truck, this van, and then go all the way up, right? So going up the ATVs, and I was like, okay, this is cool. So once we got off we walked around, and we saw this beautiful, I can't remember the name, but there was a certain point on the mountain where there was like a cross, and Daryl was telling us the history, and I wish I recorded it, but I'm gonna look it up because I took pictures, and I think I have the name of the monument that was there. But he was like breaking it all down as far as the history. So he was, again, very knowledgeable about Guatemala and the Antigua specifically. And so at this point, and I got these shoes, these hiking shoes, and I got them from Walmart on sale. No bueno. No bueno. So like, they're men's size, and so I wear 8 in women. Sometimes I get away to 7.5. But these were 6 in men, so I thought they'd be okay. And like, they're fine, like walking straight, but like going down the mountains in the steps was just terrible because they were pressing against my toes. I'm so sorry if this video is shaking, but I can't do the tripod right now. I'm sorry. Cause I'm trying to move fast, but yeah, it's not gonna be fast. Cause I have just so much to say. But the tripod wasn't working, so I'm gonna try to just hold it steady. And I apologize. I apologize to you guys. This is new for me, doing like travel videos. Okay, this is very new. Sorry, my hand's in the way. Okay, I think I could get away with that for a while. You guys see my face, like, front and center, right? Okay, so yeah, so like, my feet, like my toes were just killing me, right? It's killing me. And so the problem is I told you guys in my last video, I said in my last video, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this. I said in my last video that I was trying to do the volcano hiking tour, and then the hotel was kind of playing me. The hotel's nice, but it depends on who's like at the front entrance, right? So I was trying to figure out a time. He wasn't really getting back to me, but I was able to book the volcano hike with Mountain Tours with, I don't know if it's gonna be Daryl. I hope it's Daryl, but I was able to book the volcano tour for tomorrow at 2 p.m. So I'm excited about that. I still have my photography walk, so I need to. I got the location. I think it's walkable, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna test it out and see. But it's at 8, so I'm gonna have to get started early. So I'm gonna eat my tacos and eat my little pastry and then go to sleep. I already showered. I'm just gonna change, and I think I'll just shower again in the morning and head on out of here. Yeah, it was amazing. So we ended up, instead of getting back on the ATVs at this, instead of getting back on the ATVs at this point, this is where the driver of the van like met us, and we started going further up. And the first stop was Hobbitenango. So Daryl told us a story about how they started it, and somebody wanted to purchase the land and like put something there, and so they started with this door, and somebody said, "Oh, it looks like the hobbits from like Lord of the Rings," and they were like, let's go with this. Very smart business move, right? Like, really, really smart business move on their part. Yeah, so Hobbitenango, beautiful. So there were 2 other people kind of joined us. Another guy with the tour site was doing the tour, and they joined us, and they were like, so they're from like Texas, but the lady, I want to say she was originally from Venezuela, and they were cool, married couple, just married like a year or something. They were hilarious. The lady was hilarious. She was taking all my pictures for me. She got me doing the axe throwing. So we did axe throwing up there. Archery. There were like little, there were vendors there, like sort of like a mini market. What else was there? I didn't do it, but like it's this swing up there that's pretty cool. I'm so sorry for this video. My head is like, um, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. There were like other things to do, but a lot of it was like climbing up the mountain, of course, right? A lot of it was climbing up the mountain, and my toes were just like killing me. And I wasn't letting it like ruin my mood, but I was trying to let them know I'm sorry, you guys. I'm walking kind of slow because my feet hurt. So they knew all about it, right? But it didn't really like bother my time there. It was great. So I think once we did all of that, gosh, what else was there? I took a picture in front of the sign, went through the door. It was really, really cool. So we got back on, no, at this point, all we had to do was like go upstairs, and there was a restaurant, and that was really cool. And I got my pepina. I want to say it's the pepina. It's like a broth and like a pollo or chicken, and it was avocado and rice. It was like delicious. And it like I was using my fork, and it had a spoon in there. If I didn't have people around, if I was by myself, I would pick that chicken up and like eat it, because I felt like I didn't get the entire chicken, like the entire experience of the dish. But it was still really good. They people say try it because it's a very traditional meal here. So now I got my tacos, right? I'm about to smash on the tacos. So we got back on the van. The van ride, oh my God, like going up the mountain was cool. And so we sat in the back of the van with like it was like a truck, actually. It was a truck, like a pickup. So it was open in the back, right? And so we got in, and it was great. Going down was crazy though. So I sat all the way down in the back of the pickup, and then the three of them were like still sitting on, and like everything was flying. Everybody was flying, but it was fun. So we got back down to where the ATVs were. The ride back, whoo, because you have to, like, so on the left brake is like full stop, and then the right brake was like it didn't, so the rear made a full stop. That was on the left brake. The front wheels did like a sort of a pause, like a slowing down. That was the right. And I was supposed to hold on the right brake, the right brake to slow it down and accelerate at the same time with my thumb. That was difficult. And I was tired and my feet were hurting. So like all these different elements, I made it though. I made it, but it was difficult. In the cobblestone, once I got to cobblestone, I told you I had to bump it around. But I'm very happy that I actually did it. Really, really happy that I drove the ATV. It was a new experience for me. I've had a chance to kind of do ATV before, but I didn't. It wasn't even that expensive. Like, just think of, I paid, it was all together, I don't even think we paid an entrance fee at the, altogether, I want to say it was supposed to be 180 quetzales, which is not a lot of money when you convert it to US dollars. I have to check again the actual conversion. I think it was like 180. It was like between 130 and 180. We did have to pay for our dinner, which still was, I think it was like, it came out to like $12 in American currency. But like for everything that you got, like you got the ATVs, you got the tours, the chocolate tour, the wine tour. You got the truck ride up the rest of the mountain. You got Hobbitenango. I don't think I thought he said that we had to pay. Okay, I don't remember. I might have. I think I did. But even with that, like, it wasn't a lot. You got to, it was, so I want to say we ended everything maybe around, I remember checking my phone. It had to be around dinner time though. I think it was like 2 o'clock. I think it was about 2. Because when I got back, I got my shoes and everything. And that was about 4. So between like 3 and 4, we were done. So this started, we didn't start at 9, but I got there at 9. So this was like it was a half day, but it felt like a lot. And it was so inexpensive. It was just, it was, it was phenomenal. So I highly recommend Simoon. Again, that's I don't know if I'm saying it wrong. I apologize if I am, but it's Simoon Tours and Rentals. It's on like, it's 6 Avenida 60 um, in Antigua, Guatemala. Um, Highly recommend them. I'm going to like give them a review on every site possible. TripAdvisor, um, Yelp, Google, everything. So I took a lot of pictures. They sent me Daryl was taking pictures, and um, the tour site. I don't know if Daryl was sending them personally or what, but he sent them out. So I have to look through those. And they contact you through WhatsApp. It's very organized. The communication is A1. So yeah, I just wanted you guys. I wanted to give you guys a rundown of my day, and I'm almost at 20 minutes. And I want to eat, but I'm gonna give you guys like another 5 minutes or so. So I had to get some new hiking shoes, and I hope these work. They feel okay. I think they're Reebok or something. They're not actually hiking, but they gotta be better than what I had today. So I'm actually gonna wear that when I do my photography tour. I'm gonna have my dress in these little black Reeboks. It's just gonna have to work because I can't walk on the cobblestone with my. That's another thing. If you're planning, I'm gonna put this in my to-do or like guide or tips or whatever, video or blog or whatever. And it's like, this is not where you come to the high fashion, especially when it comes to the shoes. So whatever you're gonna wear, you have to make sure it's comfortable. In Antigua specifically, just because of the cobblestone. So I'm excited about the photography tour. Hopefully I get to where I need to get to on time. But so I was walking around the area near the hotel, and I was asking for directions and speaking my un poquito español, trying to get around. Donde es? I forgot what hiking was, but I'm using my translator to communicate with people. And I was directed towards a shop, got my shoes, but on the way I saw the McDonald's, and everybody on the tour, the ATV tour, was talking about, you have to see the McDonald's. And it was really cool. So I took some pictures. I took a little video of it as well. Came back, picked up the tacos. I'm about to eat the tacos. So my day was really, truly amazing. I got to do so many things that I didn't even, like, I wanted to do. And I was like thinking, oh, I have to cut this out. But it actually worked out really well. And I'm going to be able to do my Bacayo, it's Volcano, the tour tomorrow, the hiking tour. Hopefully I don't pass out. It's supposed to be pretty extreme. I'm going to bring my book bag, pack all, my essentials and my first aid kit. But today was just like amazing. So however I compile this, whether it's a blog or a vlog or a compilation of both things, I have my pictures. I'm gonna put all that up. Like this was just like amazing, and I just thank God that I was able to have this experience, because as I said in my previous video, I want to, with me starting out, like I said before, I like to travel. I haven't been doing it a lot just because of COVID, of course. But all of my traveling prior to this was domestic, and there's nothing wrong with that. And there are some places that I haven't been to yet and I want to get to. But since I have my passport now, it's just so much of the world that I want to see and explore. I also want to encourage those of us who, you know, wouldn't travel to certain places to get out there and do that, and see my experiences. I feel like I have a good time wherever I go. I don't have a problem talking to people and meeting people, but you have to kind of put yourself out there. You don't always know how things are going to work out. Sometimes you have plans and they don't actually work out, but you have to be flexible and go with the flow, especially when you're in a different country, because everything, what we do in America is not the standard, right? Every country has their standard, how they act, how they go about things, time, you know, things like that. So, the way you treat people and talk to people. So it's a humbling experience because, you know, you have to learn that in order to get along. So, and definitely sometimes you have to step a little more out of your comfort zone. I don't think I stepped a lot out of my comfort zone with, you know, traveling, but definitely the ATV. Ooh, that was out of my comfort zone. And I'm very, very proud of myself that I did that. And I'm not going to say I won't do it again, but maybe like not on cobblestone and not up mountains next time. I don't know how much fun that would be, but maybe just not high mountains. I did it once, which is good, but I'm looking forward to my next adventure though. I'm still loving Guatemala. Of course, I have a little bit left to go, but I'm looking forward to my next adventure. So I'm gonna eat these tacos that I've been talking about, and thank you for bearing with me with this video. This is new. I'm gonna learn different tricks and tips. It's difficult for me to juggle like taking pictures, video, having fun, point A, point B, point C. So I think I'm gonna do like a better compilation video possibly and then post it, but maybe I'll put like snippets of these videos in there. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, whoever you are.